instructed us to hold on.
We are holding.
What are we holding for, Ben?
Are we good now?
Okay, we're good now.
Are we good
So,
now?
as far
God
as that
damn it, Ben.
goes, what happened last time?
So basically, there was this tiny child that we met at the very beginning of the campaign named grown up
Grown-up
person.
persons.
Yeah, grown up person. Basically just a little vampire shit, right? And
Yes.
Zumos flew out to go get him as he was flying away in his bat form, right? And then uh basically a giant battle ensued, and Zumos transformed into a giant eagle and dragged Gronet Person into um into the hotel room, and the we basically fought him for the entire first part of the episode, and Revenant was riding on the back of Zermos chasing this little shit, right? And we kept casting daylight on him, and we casted daylight on his underpants. So he couldn't take off his normal pants and his underpants because there's no way Jonathan would have that in his campaign.
I actually specifically stopped that by having him turn into a bat so that you couldn't do it. Like, I went out my way because I saw that one coming.
But we figured out a way around it, so it didn't
Dude,
matter.
so
Anyways,
wait. Let's think about this for a second. How long is a round?
6
6
seconds.
seconds.
6 seconds, right? So this took place in all of about a minute. Not even a minute.
Like 48 seconds, probably.
So all you hear is oh, flap, 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 bing, 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 and there's just like this light just like flickering in the like all this happens within a minute. So if you're on any other floor, it has been the most ridiculous cacophony you
It
could
is
ever
probably
imagine.
long enough for you to hear the yelling and the screaming and the stuff going outside, and to take a look out just in time to see a gnome cultist riding on the back of a giant eagle with his arms split into two skeletal dog heads that
Right.
rip apart a 12-year-old boy and eat him.
This is the weirdest shit ever. I
There,
would
there
close my
is some
blinds
child
forever.
who is going to be in therapy for the rest of their
We
life.
just ruined this part of town.
But this was all a distraction so that another one of the god poachers could haul off Monsieur Mortier.
Mm, yes.
Uh,
And they
Zermos, do you want to take the next part of this? Because I did it in Revenant's voice. I feel like you have to do it in Zermos' voice now.
Yeah, the only problem is that Mikey Famine can't remember what happened. No, but I think I remember this one. So we went to investigate the small ugly thing's clothing, and we noticed that all of the lights went out in the casino. We saw that they have thrown a coffin on the back of a carriage and took off with who we could only assume to be. I can't do the French accent.
Monsieur Mortier.
I can't do the French.
Mon,
Mon,
sur,
sewer,
more,
more.
ta.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. um, so we noticed that they were stealing him, kidnapping him, and we wouldn't have it. So he is a friend of ours and our patron. I, in eagle form, kept a bead on him and ripped him from the coffin in my giant eagle form, of course, threw the coffin to Revenant, who caught it riding a motorcycle of some sort with a sidecar driven by, you guessed it, Fumbles.
Fumbles, the headless coachman.
He must have been working on that in his spare time. Um, so we got him back
Zermos
up to
has
his
ridden
room.
in the motorcycle with him before, actually. I planted this seed. It was already there.
Look, guys, I don't remember things.
I'm going to start a fandom wiki specifically for Nat One Heroes just so that Mikey can go back and remember things.
If you ask me in 2 years, I'll tell you word for word. It's just gone. Just gone
Yep.
right now.
All right.
And then we took him up to his room, gave him some libations, quite a lot, as I remember.
Yes, because as a god of debauchery, he is healed through acts of debauchery, such as doing lines of cocaine and rolling around in piles of gold.
Man knows how to party.
Mhm. And then he took you down to the old playhouse
Yes.
and told you how he came to be Monsieur Mortier, and showed you that, in fact, one of the God King's tablets had been fused to the last good piece of memory, the last memento he had from that time that really meant something to him. And he handed it over to you and asked if there was any way to return it whole again to do so.
We said yes, but then we looked at each other and we shared a half wink.
Did we?
No, you were very understanding and you said if it was possible that you would. And if it wasn't possible, you would respect his wishes and just not tell him.
I think Revenant mentioned he was gonna give it to Miss Lubry, Miss Siddlean Lubry.
Hmm.
Yeah, right. She's gonna translate it for us,
Well, no,
or
she
use it
needs
to
all
Okay,
the.
help.
okay. I need to cover something. All the tablets say the exact same thing.
Oh,
No, she needs to. She needs all of the tablets so that she can rewrite them.
Yes, because she has shown
oh,
you with this language that was developed specifically for tablets, for carving into stone and into wax. Uh, it's on a 9 dot grid matrix. So she can fill in bits of line and she can etch new lines in order to make it say different things. And
okay.
she thinks she can rewrite the God King's sort of operating code if she has all of them.
Well, we can't give her all of them now, can we?
Not the ones you destroyed.
That's- Hopefully, there's enough RAM left in this old computer system because we kind of broke some of the chips. Had we known, where's the smart one among us to stop me from throwing it in the air to for Ruin to hit with her giant hammer?
Well, to be fair, an even smarter character said to destroy them. Rolget,
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, so good.
Rolget was like, destroy the.
Yep.
Is Rogat the God King in disguise
Is
all
Rolget the
along?
God King in disguise? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Rolget wants is the God King in disguise, and he wants you to kill him. That's why he was pushing for that.
That's his kink. That's what he need.
Yes, I want to die.
Like that's why I was sitting there waiting for adventurers at the
To be
bottom of that
fair,
fucking pit, just waiting to like, come
like
on, kill me. And we
we
like,
did have a whole scene where he forced Ruin to beat him upside the skull until he cracked into a million pieces with her hammer.
I
see?
believe that was Rangol. Even though they are similar characters, they are not the same character.
They are the same character, separated by a cloning spell, and I want to say 200 years, 300 years, maybe. I think it's 200.
It's a long time. It's a long
Yeah,
time. I'm just saying. I
they've been
think.
separated long enough that it's not masturbation if they get together.
I mean,
Are you
who
sure
are we to
about that?
judge? Who are we to judge? Hey, if you're out there with your clone right now, and you guys are about to have some sweet, sweet clone love, we don't mind here at Nat One Heroes. Do your thing.
Yes.
Your literally
This
your thing.
song go. This song goes out to you, you clone fucker.
It's not incest if it's you.
oh, 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 gross. More.
But if it's your twin, that's definitely incest.
Mhm. Especially if you're paternal.
Mhm.
I
Especially.
mean, I can't come. For me, it's fine.
All right. So, where should we pick off from? All right. On the 30th floor, the top floor in the office of Monsieur Mortier, all of the regular furniture has been pushed to the corners. The comfortable couch, the desk, the chair, the little selection of cocaine and
The good weed, I
alcohol,
believe, is what you said.
yes, and the good weed has all been pushed to the side. All this paraphernalia, which is really nice, some of it gilded, some of it gold, some of it of exotic wood, has been pushed away, and a folding table has been set up. Two folding tables side by side, but they're not quite the same height, so it's a little awkward. Got a tablecloth over it and various chairs of differing sizes and shapes and ages all set around it, to which a great many people are seated. Uh, this giant crocodile man in coveralls and a leather swim cap sits on a very tiny stool that is bending underneath his weight. And every so often, he just looks down to make sure it's not cracking or anything. Uh, Next to him is a gnome in a bright vest who sits next to him, a half orc woman who occasionally gives him an angry glance. Like she's cool with him right now, but she's still a little pissed. And there are members of the rat's nest there. Uh, Professor Zero, the clay golem, is there, and he is sitting on a very tall butter churn that just happened to be around, and that seems to be supporting his weight okay. And at the head is not Monsieur Mortier, but Citiline Lubri, and a very comfortable armchair has been designated for her. Where's Ruin then?
Um, uh, I'm not exactly sure how you want to hear this, but a green flap opened up in the sky. She jumped into it, and we haven't seen it since, but she'll probably be back.
What?
Yes.
And she looks at Revenant for confirmation.
Basically, if I were to guess, she's no longer on this plane of existence.
I don't know if that helps. She's not dead. We did not
She
kill
is
her.
the prophet of Silent Peter, so that might be something to do with it.
Perhaps the silent
I
plane.
believe, I
Okay,
believe she mentioned in the past this.
I'm not a theologian.
The Peter plane.
Who is Silent Peter?
He's like this real. Well, he's like this really mysterious god of the circus.
He's bone chilling.
Uh-huh.
Frighten you right to your very core.
And he's kidnapped Ruin?
No,
He
Ruin's going to go see him, I believe.
he's her manager, boss, helper. I don't
He's her
know.
god.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Why are you struggling with this? Don't you? I mean, all three of us supporters of gods.
You know that's not a normal situation, right?
I thought everybody was a prophet.
No,
Oh, we are.
I'm not. Most people aren't.
They should be. It's nice.
I
I
mean,
don't think there's enough
I'm sure
gods
there
to
are
go around.
perks. It happens.
It's more of like a long term commitment. So you got to really ride it out in the first couple of years. But it's worked out for me. I don't know about you, Revenant.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, sure.
We will see her later. She will return in her own very ruined way.
Mhm.
You should probably
So
do a bunch of backflips.
I guess we'll just talk about the plan as much as we can without her. There are some basic things we all should know, even if our husbands kept it from us for years, decades even, without saying anything in like a very stupid lawyery way. And you see that Captain Jessica Brute is kind of glowering. She is just fuming a little bit, but silently. And Citiline Lubri continues. So, approximately 200 years ago, Osian, a member of my adventuring party, and I and some others became very wealthy. We attempted to create an accounting golem that backfired incredibly horrifically, took over the city, and became a tyrant over time. The god's strength is on several tablets, two of which have now been destroyed. If we get these tablets, all of them, I should be able to rewrite him into something less dangerous for us. And we need to go about that. I've designated a number of teams specifically for this. Ruin, uh, Revenant, and Zarmos will be heading to the Green Dragon Library with Candelario Lampwick acting as pilot. They will be the away team. We will be communicating with speaking stones that are installed on the ship. You three, and please feel free to remind Ruin when she gets back, will be doing a fact-finding mission. You will be looking for more books that are written in this language, this Sindarin language that my manual of golem creation was originally written in, that I based this off of.
Oh, yay. Books.
The Green Dragon Library was not always a Green Dragon Library. It was just at one point a library. Horthus, the Green Dragon, took it over and made it his hoard.
No, wait a minute. I thought it was the Green Dragon Library for some comical, non descriptory name. You're saying there's a dragon in the library.
There is, in fact, a green dragon in the library. It is.
And then,
It,
and Zermos looks down at Revenant.
Why did you
Many
not say this?
character, many
I-
many
what?
people have told us about the Green Dragon and the Green Dragon Library.
I thought they were saying like Dragon Street or something. I did not know there was a real dragon in there.
There's a legendary Green Dragon in there.
Oh.
I know that you three are quite powerful in your own way. I won't say that you don't stand a chance against the Green Dragon, but Horthus is quite powerful in his own right, and dragons are already powerful to begin with.
Does he have any weaknesses?
Does he have
Well,
a sweet tooth?
he's incredibly large, and many of the passages in the library are small. You'll want to avoid the central corridor and the stacks. Your goal is to find the grand staircase, which is big enough for him to get through, while he is out so that you can reach the bottom floor.
There's no way we could like trade information with him.
So,
Is talking to him not an option at all?
I wouldn't try it. If you think you are more clever and skilled in oratory arts than I am, feel free to try. However, that being said, talking to him does mean he will know you're there.
Perhaps he
But
doesn't
only
have to
one of
talk
us
to all
needs
of
to
us.
talk to him.
I'm sorry.
Only one of us really needs to talk to him, right? And then I have a copy of a book that I've wrote this copy of the book, and it's a pretty rare book. But I have many books. I have tons of books. Uh,
What book did you have in mind?
I gotta
Mm-hmm.
probably should have had this pulled up.
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, we could leave him to talk to Ruin at the entrance and slip in and out before he even knew what happened.
If
What are-
if you were to put Ruin in that situation, he would definitely be distracted by her existence. You see, the only person he knows for certain of our adventuring group that stole from him is Osian. And smells tend to stay within families. Dragons can smell your blood. Did you know that?
Mm,
That's not great.
that is
Revenant takes
unfortunate.
out a stack of papers, and on the stack of papers it says an Underdark. Uh, Revenant's translation of translating, transliterating, and transposing the Travensheim spellbook, a translation and commentary on the spellbook of history's most dangerous humanoid monster by Solstice Barshis.
And she looks at it and she goes, burn that.
Why?
Because if you were to give it to something as powerful as a dragon, it would be able to take it and become the most tyrannical thing to ever exist.
Okay, well, I won't give him this, but I'll probably hide it. I'm not gonna burn it. How about and then he pulls out another book and it says cracking the cold codexes. Uh
The alliteration is relentless in these book
by
titles.
Arnaud Gustices. And it's about 100 druids.
So
Language.
how large is our quarry? Are we talking one book, like a shelf? How
I have like a small library.
no. I mean our mission.
Oh, our
Get
mission is like
me
as many books as
as
possible,
many
right?
books as you can that feature the Sindarin language.
Revenant, we might need to make a little space in the you know what.
Do you have a bag of holding?
We have something like a bag of holding.
Do you
And
have an
she
extra bag of holding?
reaches into her bag on her side and she takes out this small little fuzzy purse and she hands it to Zermos.
Excellent. Well, we will use it only for your purposes.
Zermos, you now have a bag of holding.
Bum, 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 bum. Pine nuts for everybody. Pine nuts on me, guys.
Zermos just
Instant pesto conjuration.
turns over the bag and like pine nuts just like a
Oh, that's
fountain of
oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, I usually eat them, but I've been so busy.
Okay. Meanwhile, while you three are out, I will have another group scouting the city. Uh, the question is, who will you three want to take with you to defend the ship?
Hefton.
Zermos. Are you sure you want Hefton or do you want Niall Sniggs?
Uh, they said
Niles
we.
Snags looks at you all and goes, my side projects are keeping me here within the city. Time
Alright.
is damaged, and things need to be put right. The rifts within space-time must be closed.
Alright.
What do you? Hefton's an obvious.
Uh,
We have 3 picks.
You can pick among anybody who you have met that is in on the secret.
Okay. Oh,
So
Hefton can't come
Hefton,
then. Oh, Hefton knows.
yeah, Hefton knows.
Okay.
Hefton, Johnny Two Pints,
J2P.
uh, Goblin of the Glistening Oil on Chiseled Pecs.
Oh, we gotta have picks.
Yep.
Father
There's
Mason.
also Rains
Rain.
from The Rat's Nest, a 19-year-old girl who is really good at animal handling.
Not necessary. I'm a
She's a
druid.
horse girl who will stab you.
Yeah, I got the horse thing covered. What about? Can we have Timothy?
Tiny Tim?
Yeah.
Tiny Tim is a toll troll and is permanently attached to a bridge. He is emotionally and
Yeah.
spiritually attached
Bound.
to being and bound at a bridge.
Is Rolget still working on RevTech?
Rolget is at the meeting. Ringol and Rolget are both at the meeting. They're playing footsies with each other right
Okay,
now.
Rolget or
Well,
Rengol?
knock it off.
Which one of you currently has the least going on?
And Ringol looks around and goes, "Well, you already had the cult going pretty well when I took on second command. I could easily take a break from that. It wouldn't be hard. Rolget, however, is working on Project Delta with Professor Zero very hard.
Okay. Um.
Squad up.
All right. Well. Do you want to come with us to? You're a very powerful wizard, right? So, like, do you want to just defend the ship?
You a spell slinger?
Yeah, I can do that. That's no big deal.
And then Zermos walks over and hands him a
Wait.
rose.
What's the living room situation like?
We'll talk about that later.
What are the quarters?
What is your request?
Mirror ceiling
Done.
above bed.
Done. Just give it to him
And
before he thinks of anything else. A 14
jacuzzi.
horse. Yeah, you see, I already said yes. So no, it's too. We don't have time for jacuzzis. They make too much noise. The froth. The froth. Think of the froth, man.
Oh, then it would spill over and it would be all over the bed. Nah, you're right.
I
You're
mean,
right.
it's gonna be.
Nobody wants jacuzzi water over the silk canopy.
No one.
Remember, this thing's main form of propulsion is a giant feathery fan, so it's not very stable, right?
And you
Weight
know,
is a consideration.
uh, you know, Candelario kind of scratches the back of his neck. Well, guys, the main mode of propulsion is yes, the lobster fan tail in the back, but its main source of energy is an infernal engine, a hell spike, if you will. So basically, there's a tiny little portal to hell in there that is amplified by some lenses of varying shapes and sizes that essentially act as a steam engine.
Oh,
It's very efficient.
sounds like it should be.
Yeah.
Magics.
Well, I imagine anything that's powered by hell is very efficient, anyways.
Yeah.
So that's 2.
However,
wait,
that
You
being
don't think
said,
about
it
the devil if
has
you
been
don't.
noted that there is an increase in divorce rates every time there is a new hell engine created. So, apparently it feeds off love or something.
It's
Oh.
okay. I've had bad luck with love, so it's fine.
It'll get better or we will get slower. One of the two.
Mhm.
All right, that's 2 out of 3. Wait,
Okay.
did we? Is Hefton available? Yes, we can. Hefton can come with us.
And Hefton leans over and goes, "I'm available."
I walk over and I hand Hefton a rose.
Wait, where did you get these?
Don't worry about it.
And
I wink.
Monsieur Mortier looks outside his window where there's a little rose bush that has had the heads clipped off it.
Uh,
One finger against Thermos. Like, it's okay.
do you want to
It's
bring
okay.
Hugo Dark Hat along? The skeleton?
And Hugo rattles his bones.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead on him.
Hey, boss.
Hey, now you can speak. How's that? That's a magic trick.
That's cool. Wording of the spell. Can other people hear him speak?
I was about to say I don't want to
Yeah,
interact
I'm
with him
pretty
if I'm not
sure.
allowed.
I'm pretty. Hold on.
I want to say something real bad, but I don't want to cheat because then the people on Twitter will yell at us.
Yeah, because the people on Twitter are so inhospitable to us.
They're so mean.
It's so mean.
It's mostly us being mean to us, but still, it's Twitter people and they're mean.
Yeah, every so often I'll retweet something from the main Nat One Heroes account and say something really mean to me, and then I'll pretend that Isola or Mikey did it.
Okay, so this
I
is
was like, I
kind of
didn't do that.
this kind of doesn't do what I wanted it to do, so I might not cast it. But basically, I can just ask him like 5 questions.
Okay, tell you what. If you want to waste the spell slot, I'll say that he can talk the rest of the day
To
Okay,
everybody?
to everybody.
I'll waste it. Yeah, because we haven't rested since the battle, right?
I assumed you like napped on the couch. Waiting
We'll
for
So
say
this
that's
meeting to
not
I'm
that's
happen.
not like spell slots getting back.
You know what? We'll say this is in the afternoon and you guys have slept all morning.
Okay. Like we slept throughout the day. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will heal up.
All right. I'll waste a slot. Sure.
Okay. Hi, boss.
Hey, how's it going? Here you go.
Pretty good.
Do you wanna come with us to the Green Dragon Library?
Well, I was kind of hoping I could stick around and reconnect with my son.
Wait, your
You have
son's here
you have kids?
Yeah.
in Montop, right?
Yeah.
Is your never
What's
mind.
their name?
Uh Tronit Dessert.
Oh shit.
Is is your child made of bones? I didn't want to ask, but I have to ask.
No, we know
No.
Training Dessert. Training Dessert's the gold poacher drow.
That's his son?
Yeah.
Wait.
Darkheart is a transliteration of Dessert. It's
I did not know that. To be honest, I think
I am
that's
a
a
tree
drow
well,
person.
word.
I managed to convince him not to, join up with the God Poachers again to attack you guys last night.
Good for him.
I mean, okay. Uh, you know what? Sure. Hang out with your son. How does he understand you? Do you like write him notes?
Sign language.
Or wait, I feel bad for not knowing sign language.
It's really convenient if you can't speak.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Honestly.
I've had a blind student before. I've just never had a mute student.
Well, I mean, with a lot of spells requiring verbal components and stuff, kind of hard.
Yeah, I can imagine. Anyways, so you're it. Um, and then who else do we have under our employer?
And sitting across the table from you is Joey from Joey's Gently Used Magical Goods.
Um,
Joey,
The
what are you
Goliath.
doing here, mate?
Captain Brute brought me into here to be in custody so that Trenchelt would not eat my brain after after y'all took the tablet that he left there.
don't remember anything like
But you
that.
shouldn't have foiled the police report.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
The police report was not going to be the thing that got my brain eating. It was the
You
fact that
could
the
have
tablet
waited for us to make you a fake tablet, which we were gonna do.
Totally gonna put it back.
and
Eventually.
uh Citiline Lubri looks up. Fake tablet. What do you mean fake tablet?
We were going to replace the tablet that we gave you with a fake tablet.
If you make a copy of the tablet, you've just made a tablet. That just makes it another one out to cause more problems.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Anyone can reproduce these.
Did you make one?
We didn't make one, but
I didn't know it was
Bertram
possible.
Cathar made one. Wait, do you remember if he got the symbols correct? Wait, you went fucking there, Zimmers. Fuck.
Okay. Uh so the DM could technically answer this question, but you don't know anyone who would know the answer to that. Uh
Well, I'm sure Mortier would know the answer to it
do you want to ask him?
eventually. Is he at
He's
the
right
meeting?
there. He's at the meeting
Yeah.
right
What
now.
did you tell Mr. Cathar to make an exact copy or a close copy?
Mon ami, he used molding and casting materials for his things. It would have been a precise replica.
You mean he died for no fucking reason?
Well, who has the copy then?
Yeah, where's the copy?
They had the copy. It was
Who's
on
they?
his dead body. The God Poachers probably have it, and they probably gave it to Trenchell.
No, we don't know that they gave it to Trenchelt.
Where's the
I
body?
would assume they would.
Where's his property?
And Citiline Lubri looks at Hugo Darkheart. Excuse me, but did you say that your son was one of the God Poachers? And he nods. And she goes, your job is to find where that tablet went.
Yeah, because if there's another one, we'll just be chasing our tail looking for one last one that we inadvertently helped create. Is there any way for us to know if there are more copies of them?
And Rolget goes, well, I could do the map trick again.
Yeah, why don't you spin that up for us?
Yeah, we might need an updated map.
And he spreads out a map and he takes his little pins and he puts a hand on a tablet that Citiline Lubri passes to him, and he drops a handful. And most of them roll away from the map. But you see them drop where you knew them to be. But you also see a cluster of the thumb pins, the thumbtacks, drop on top of what appears to be a specific large building with a wall around it. And the thumbtacks get so high that they're just embedding into each other, and you have a pile of thumbtacks that are just embedded into each other over the top of this.
Where is
And he
that?
looks at it and he goes, "Oh fuck."
Does
That's
that mean there's one big one or many of them in one area?
and Monsieur Mortier is looking at it and he goes, "That location is the Royal Mint."
Oh fuck.
So they're making more of these.
And Citylane Lubri rubs her head. He must be doing it in response to you having destroyed two of them already.
We destroyed 2. He makes 2 million. Oh, this is folly. There must be another way. Destroying the tablets or collecting the tablets, that can't work. There must be another way around this. He's been doing this for days.
We won't just need to get the language. We will need to know more about golem creation itself. Continue with the mission of the Green Dragon Library and get me every book you can.
It will be done. Who's our third revenant? I'll let you select him.
Darlingua, are you is Darlingua here?
Darling
Darlingua
was here,
has to
and
be here.
she goes, "I am overseeing the entirety of your business operations within Brassvein right now.
Yeah, you're very busy, never mind.
And let me go ahead and say it is proving quite difficult. Christopher Rutgerson's lawyers are arguing tooth and nail with us right now."
Joey, you want a job?
Um, you're offering for me to come with you then?
Yeah, we'll pay you.
I need to get the fuck out of Brassvein, so that'd be a good idea. Yeah,
All
You're on the
right.
team.
thank you.
Action pose.
I'll set you up in Stonehelm when we're done with all this.
Stonehelm. Citylane Lubri looks at you.
Yeah, that's not taken up to the city yet, is it?
No, no. Is this a city on the ground?
I think so.
I think that's the next target of what is that bastard's name?
Harold Gelfos.
Yeah, the smarmy one I hate.
He put a bottle on my head. He's kind of a prick.
Yes. I'll see about sending agents there so that we can get some information. Hopefully, my old network is still active.
And Zermos has like this additional connection with nature that he didn't have before. Is there any way he can kind of like get little literal little birds talking to kind of like help out with that?
Your god could do that for you.
Do I need to cross circle or
What are you telling me here? What are you telling me with your words?
You'd need to pray.
cool?
I have
You need
something
to-
in mind to help you out with this, but it might take me some time.
You need to eat, pray, love.
That's the tattoo on his lower back.
Oh, and Coughlin, the druid, is sitting beside her brother, Hefton. She has a hairnet in her apron pocket because of her job at the potato chip factory that she hates.
Little flower.
Sort of a weird thing to call someone Zomos, but okay, big ass pine needle, what you got?
Are you when are you gonna get done doing that?
Excuse me?
The potato chip thing. When do you think you'll be done with it? And you can go out and be a true druid.
Hefton, I don't just mean to up and run, but I'm not cut out for life in this city. Would you, Zomos, be willing to take me with you and set me on the ground?
Oh, that will be easily done. I can leave you with a few friends of mine, one very large one, and you guys can have some adventures down there on your own.
I can spy out in Brassfane and send word through the cross circle. Not
What?
Brassfane, mine, not mine top.
The basic.
Stonehelm.
Hmm. That'll be perfect. That's how I got to the ground
Is
anyway.
Revenant's rogue friend in Stonehelm? I forget.
Yes, Revenant does have a rogue friend in Stonehelm.
Hey, can you check up on Gore Cordhair for me? He's full orc, right?
Would he have a room to rent?
Uh, if you tell him Revenant sent you, he might let you stay in his house. He's got like a bungalow.
Then, yeah.
Do we have cash on us? Oh, we have marks. We don't have. Oh, we
We
do
have
have
gold.
gold.
We have
We have
tons of
gold.
gold.
Yeah, just give her like a fucking big slab of gold. Like here, take this. Take it with you.
Revenant takes out a pouch of gold and like,
Yeah, stay wherever you
We'll
like.
say 50 gold.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
that'll make him very happy to have a guest.
Mhm. She pockets it. Thank you much. Hoy. And Monsieur Mortier steeples his fingers. As that brings us to one more thing. I would like us to find a way to kill Christopher Rudgerson.
How much time you got, buddy? I got some ideas.
I was thinking of bringing down the wrath of every god that's ever betrayed him in exchange for the gods not destroying the city.
So you wish to make an offer to the gods that he has captured to hand him over?
Yes, but also to free them back to the surface where they will not destroy the city.
That could work.
I think the gods are going to want their cities back as well.
Well,
And Captain Brute kind of tugs on her arm. That might be a problem, y'all. Not
there's
all the cities were dovetailed in wholesale like Mindtop was. Mindtop was in a unique position of having lots of abundant resources and housing that could be used directly by the people of Brassfane to purchase the richer people in Brassfane. That was the intent when it was dovetailed in. Uh, and yeah, that's unique among cities because most of them were just sort of cut up by the harvester into raw material.
what if to teach them a lesson, Profits for Profit buys up all the houses in Mine Top and puts the gods up in Mine Top.
And Lady Falwell, the previous ruler of Mindtop, goes, technically, I still have access to the property rights, and it is me that they would be sold to. Uh, I'll do it. Yeah, and she slams down some deeds, and she starts signing off. Fuck Brassfane. Fuck him.
No
Fuck
spells
Harold
this.
Gelpost.
No spells this time.
And you see she breathes deeply, and you can tell her heart almost skips a beat. And You can tell from the look in her eyes she is having a flashback. Like, a
Zermos
literal PTSD triggered flashback.
Zermos walks over with a little handful of pine nuts.
Here, they will
Well,
send to you. It will center your mind. Do you have an allergy?
what and Coughlin just goes, "Just take one, he's going to insist."
Mm.
And then
Mm.
she takes one
She
and
gets 1d4
keeps writing.
healing. It will make her feel better. Where is my d4? I will. God damn it. Come on. You damn pine nuts. You don't do shit else for me. 4. So she has max +4 healing.
And she looks and she goes, "Oh, dang, I thought I had, like, a carpal tunnel thing going on with my wrist, but it feels so much better now."
It's nice, right?
Yes.
I'd leave 2 more on the table next to her.
Gotcha.
Don't they also like fill her for a day so she doesn't have to eat food?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure they do.
If
They
there's
do
if
something
there's
like
if
that.
there's like survivor rules, wilderness rules for signing papers, then yeah, she's covered.
And, uh,
I eat one. Shit. Hold on.
Da Lingua stance. There's another thing I've been looking at. I recently found a second-hand, teleportation portal. Uh, one of the prefabs the university used to make. Uh, we can get it for about 50,000 marks. And we could
Uh,
install it on the ship. Have a direct
or
link between the, casino and the ship.
Sounds good.
or that works. Yeah.
Keep in mind, though, it might come to bite us in the ass.
Well,
If someone
yeah.
were to
Can
invade the ship, they would be able to get into the casino, or if they invaded the casino, they would be able to get into the ship.
maybe
They
huh.
might they might be able to invade the ship, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to get past Hefton.
And Hefton nods and goes, "I am Hefton."
It's true. I am Hefton. It's true what he says. You should listen to him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think we can handle anyone who tries to invade us. Right. That being said, it would be another like inconvenience. However, wait, would people be able to know where the other teleportation circle is? Like, would someone be able to know we're not in Blasphemy?
And Darlingwood thanks for a little bit.
What was the
And
I don't understand the question. What was the question?
Would someone be able to tell we're not in Blasphemy if we put this teleportation circle on our ship?
okay, so she rolled a 19 and she got magic knowledge out the wazoo, and she thinks, technically, if they had access to the other teleportation circle, they would be able to perform a scrying spell to find the other half of it, which would be the one on the ship. But that doesn't help them unless they have access to, like, a strand of hair or something from you or someone on the ship or a piece of clothing that you own, or again, access to the teleportation circle itself.
It is secondhand.
Uh,
No, they would
I
need to be
mean,
physically touching the other teleportation circle to scry on the.
Oh, okay.
so, Zumas, what do you think? Because it is kind of a security risk.
But at the same
Um,
time, it would let you come back to Brass Vein very quickly if
and
you
there might,
needed to.
and if we need to come back, it would be nice to be able to come back in quite a hurry.
Yes. Yeah, and Monsieur Mortier kind of scratches his head and he goes, "Apologies for the delay in getting you back."
No worries. I say, Reverend, I say we put it in and we use it only in emergencies. We don't. We want to make it common and every
And
day.
uh Candelario Lampwick scratches his head and he goes, "What if we installed the circle on the ship as a split circle so that it has to be joined together on a platform in order to work?"
Sounds easier. Let's do that then.
Oh,
What do you-
and Darling nods and goes, "Oh, a Delphos model. Yeah, let's do that."
She really does know everything. Look at her.
Mhm.
All right. So, um, I don't think I have anything else I need to do. I'm healed up. I got my spells.
All right, with that, let's take a break. So I don't think we need much of a recap after that break.
Well, I don't think there's really anything to specifically recap other
You
than
guys
there was a
sat
meeting.
around a table and discussed plans.
Strategery.
The
Strate-
three people we decided to take with us to the Green Dragon Library. First, we divided everyone into different groups. Uh, I'm trying to remember who goes where. We're going to the Green Dragon Library. The
Oh,
the Rat's Nest is going
the recon in the city.
recon in the city.
Niles Snags is stitching back together the space time that was hurt by the Thrashers.
And he's also working on a side project for Revenant. Should I just reveal it
Yeah.
here in the afterthoughts? Um, Nile Snags is also working on a way to prevent teleportation in an area. So
Yeah.
that's why he's employed by Revenant. Um, we've decided to take Hugo Darkheart is spending time with his son, Tronic Dzik.
Mm-hmm. Soap opera.
Uh, and Tronic Dzik is one of the god poachers, the leader of the god poachers, the one that Revenant gave like
That swanky
continual
cough.
lung cancer.
Yuck.
Unabating lung cancer, unfortunately. So
You gave him miner's lung.
Right.
he's got black lung. Oh god. Um
Yeah. And let's see
who
now.
else did we
Dalingo
go
is going to be overseeing most of your businesses.
Yeah,
Uh,
oh Hefton's going with us. Did I say Hefton?
Rolget is going to
And
be working on Project Delta with Professor Zero, as well as overseeing RevTech.
true.
And Rengal is going with you guys to defend the ship.
Yeah.
Yes. Protect the portal.
So
And his only
Rangel,
requirement was that in his quarters there's a mirror above the bed.
Fine,
Yeah.
fine.
And
So-
you managed to talk him out of a jacuzzi.
It's just
yeah,
slosh
it wasn't
everywhere.
that hard. We made very convincing arguments.
It was I didn't even make you roll for it. It was a convincing
Yeah.
argument.
So we have Rangel, Hefton, and fuck.
Joe.
Oh yeah, Joey from Joey's Gently Used Magical Goods,
Yes.
The Goliath.
which Revenant wants to buy.
You want to buy the Goliath?
No, I want to buy his shop.
Hey, man. Hey,
Gently
Brass
Used.
Man.
I want to buy Gently Used Magical Goods, the
Hey.
store.
Hey, Brass Man changed you, man. Brass Man changed
I
you.
was gonna say I want to buy people now. I want to buy them all. How much
You
for
got,
you?
you got, you got your first bag and you changed, man. The first
And-
bag of holding, you changed on us. You're
And
not the same
Ruin
Rev.
is still trapped in the green tent, apparently.
They're doing something. Probably
They're,
juggling.
they're up to some really important bullshit in there.
Ugh, that thing gives me the freaking creeps. I hate that thing.
There has to be an epic like one shot.
So since Mikey decides he hates that thing, here's how we're open.
No.
Zermos is scrubbing his face in the bathroom, just working on them pores,
Ain't
and
nobody doping
starts
me.
starts toweling off a little bit. He's got a pat dry because he can't wipe because of the because of the antlers. They just kind of get in the way, so he's got to pat dry.
Mm.
And he lowers his towel, and in the reflection of the mirror is not his face, but the face of a clown being made of porcelain with black cracks lining up its face.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And as you slam backwards, you see the clown being breaks away at the lines of the cracks.
Not cool, man. Not cool. Completely and totally unnecessary. Not cool.
So Zermos referenced like Silent Peter being a creepy being. Does Silent Peter occasionally check in on Zermos like this, and that's how he knows Silent?
Yes.
Because Revenant hasn't seen Silent Peter.
I thought we did though.
Revenant hasn't.
You've only heard about him from Ruin.
That's
But I'd
creepy
like
enough.
to imagine now that like Zermos like has this relationship with Silent Peter where Silent Peter just like likes to freak him out.
Just keeps fucking with me. He's been fucking with me since I was like a kid.
You're
Like
welcome
Revenant
to
wants to see him, and that's why he
you're
never
you're
does. but,
welcome
like,
to that
Zermos
headcanon.
doesn't want to see him, and that's why he definitely does.
Oh, no, no, not the clown man again. No, go away. Not today.
Yep.
No, thank you. Very persistent.
And yeah. Zarmos, what are you doing from there?
Taking another shower. God, after this clown has made me. This clown
Felt,
just made.
felt dirty.
Yeah, and the clown just made me fear sweat. And the fear sweat stinks the worst. So now I gotta take another
yeah,
one.
yeah. That fear
That-
sweat or that stress sweat. I know exactly.
That first wave fear stress shit. So I gotta wash that off now.
Mhm,
I'm not gonna wash my face again because I don't need that kind of trauma in my life. Today I
Yeah,
choose peace.
mhm.
So are we back in our suite?
I presume so, unless
Okay.
you were washing your face in Monsieur Mortier's bathroom for some reason. Would he have a bathroom in his office?
I would
Absolutely.
imagine so. Yes,
Absolutely.
But it sprays gold.
Oh, like he gets golden showers, like
Yeah,
little.
he gets golden shower.
It's gold pellets, but they're so small.
Mhm.
When you're under there, you'd
No,
swear
it's
it was
liquid
you'd
gold.
you'd swear it was liquid. You'd
It's
swear it was liquid.
No, it's molten gold.
Jeez, he's got a furnace on the roof.
I mean, if he wanted it, he
A
could have it.
crucible.
He is a god
He
of
can
debauchery.
do whatever he wants.
I guess so.
He has bathtubs on the penthouse floor that have wine piped through them, and we've been enjoying those and haven't
Yes.
like
Oh,
questioned.
as of
that.
yesterday, they were upgraded, and now they also do brandy.
Oh,
Oh,
sick
fuck
shit.
yeah!
Sick shit.
Does Revenants have a rock gut setting?
Oh God.
No, it does not.
No, it's called your toilet. Just get right in there. What's your favorite mug? Same thing.
Sewage water.
So I don't know where exactly we are. So I see Silent Peter in a memory, and then we are
No,
still
you
at
don't
the
see
meeting.
Silent Peter. Remember, you saw Silent Peter in a reflection.
Revenant.
Yeah, buddy.
Silent Peter's trying to talk through the mirror again.
Do you want me to like?
I want you to come look at this.
Okay. Revenant walks in.
Zermos has a towel around his waist and his antlers.
Look.
Okay.
Here, stand on
I
that.
look at the mirror.
You see your reflection.
Order don't see anything.
Nope, he's there. I just
Zermos, as Revenant turns away to look back at you, you see a whole pack of Silent Peters looking up around the window, the edges of the glass, just looking.
turn around very slowly.
got one better for you. And Revenant takes out the mirror of true sight.
You see a mirror.
Booyaka.
I see a
Booyaka.
mirror behind me.
You see a
Counterspell.
mirror.
I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing behind me except for a mirror.
Well, there's more of
Zermos,
them.
you see a mirror.
All right, this is just getting weird.
They just kind of ducked behind the edges
Here,
of the
what do you
mirror
see in
as
this
he.
mirror, Zermos? And Revenant hands the mirror of true sight to Zermos.
Zermos looks.
Oh dang! You had to go and do that, Revenant.
I'm curious.
Zarmos, you see Revenant as a desiccated and burnt and waterlogged corpse with a skull that is covered in blue flame.
Whoa. That is quite a situation you got going there. Have you seen it?
Maybe the mirror only shows the one thing. That's kind of embarrassing.
And Monsieur Mortier walks through the elevator door. It merely shows the truth, mon ami. And the truth is that Silent Peter is not here.
Okay. Well,
Here's your mirror.
oh, thanks. Um,
Zermos kind of feels guilty because like he really, really wanted to see Under the Mask for so long, and now that he's seen, he just kind of feels bad.
Monsieur
hey, so
Mortier
at
puts
least
a
I've got
bony
a
hand on
beard
your
still,
shoulder.
right? Zibbers is pretty cool.
I mean, it is different.
Yeah. I looked
Seems
a lot
hot.
better when I was alive.
It looks like it would be terribly hot.
But I suppose the question is, where is Ruin and why has she not returned yet?
She's probably talking to Silent Peter. You know, actually, I think him showing up in the mirror is a sign. I don't know what it's a sign of, but it seems like it's a sign, right?
He wasn't really telling me anything. He just kind of scared the shit out of me.
Maybe he's letting you know that he's still like with Ruin,
Just checking
like
in.
doing stuff. Yeah, like
Zermos, you see the Silent Peters in the mirror running back and forth with a whole bunch of kindling and fire and coal.
Well, now they're running around with the fire and cold and killing. They're starting something on fire. I don't know what they're doing.
they're setting something on fire.
Well, they're at least gathering the materials. That is for sure. Maybe they're putting something in an oven, a furnace. I don't know.
Maybe there's something. Maybe I don't know. Maybe this. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I suppose the question is, why is he's only showing his selves to you?
Hmm.
How do
Maybe.
you refer to a being that can duplicate itself?
I would say they.
Yeah, but they're all still one thing, but also multiple things?
Yeah, but it's still multiple. Well,
But it's
okay.
also
So
still one.
the way I teach my students, right? Like this is like a thought problem we've had before, right? If I was going shopping with other revenants, would it be myself, me, and I, or would it just be me, or would it be us, or would it be we?
I think I'm more confused than when we started.
I know I am.
I would use they.
Hmm.
Well, I'd say it'd be clones, reflections,
Yeah, but like,
mirages. I don't know.
Hmm. But there is a distinction, no? Like Ringal has multiple Ringals that he shares a consciousness with.
Like a hive mind.
yeah, but then there's also Rolget, who is
That is
completely
true.
independent of Rangel.
Yes, who is a separate person, not sharing consciousness because of the length of time they were separated.
But it's still a clone. So would it be them or would it be him?
Hmm. I do not think language is well structured to deal with this.
Yeah, it's almost like this isn't something that happens common enough for uh linguists to really deal with.
Hmm.
By the way, did you know that singular you was used before singular they?
Oh yes, from the ancient epic Windy and the Werewolf, a horror love story, very amazing, quite good
Hmm. I'm trying to think if there's something I can roll to help me.
to help you with what?
The breadcrumb I feel like I'm not getting. I feel like I'm just missing something. And I want to cheat and use my dice to help me.
So, what are you as Zermos trying to figure out?
I was
What
trying to.
have you been presented with that you think you need to understand?
I feel like he's trying to tell me something, but I don't know what the message is, and I'm not getting the charades.
Roll insight.
Move D20.
Time for you to earn your breakfast.
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Oh,
Starting off the night strong.
Or 24.
you are overcome with an otherworldly understanding that Silent Peter, in some ways, has been broken and that he is using Ruin's help to reform himself into a new being, into a new god. And that she will be returned to you all when the task is through, wherever you are.
Okay. So Zermos will turn and say,
I'm I'm starting to get the sense that Silent Peter desperately needs Ruin right now, but he will bring her back to us as soon as he can.
I just thought of something interesting. Did you offer him one of the flaming pine cones?
did I? I don't think so.
No, I'm asking if in character. Like,
No.
you have one? I
One
mean,
can be worked out.
it's your god in my talk, right? I don't want to pick things from the branches, but
Hmm.
maybe if you offer him one, something weird would happen. I don't know. I'm just saying, like already two of
Say
talked.
less, my friend.
Produce flame on the pine cone, holds it up to the mirror.
That's what I
Mon
was.
ami, I believe what Revenant was referencing was the newly formed pine tree that exists within Mindtop that is infused with both the magic of your god and his god.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the pine cone.
Mortier actually got it right. Zervas, but I don't know if you like took any of those pine cones.
And he's putting his fingers up against a temple, and you think it's a headache for a second, and then he puts his fingers away. Fumbles will be bringing it up here in a few minutes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So,
Then
like,
Bumble.
when you have a stress headache, can you communicate with people in your head?
There are a limited amount of people I can do this with. And he puts his fingers back up to his temple. He's like, hello. And you see, like, Zarmos isn't hearing this, but you're hearing this in your head.
Wait, so you can see through my eyes this whole time, and yet you've never taken the time to communicate with me what you wanted me to do.
Oh,
With
until you were a
visibility.
citizen of Blasphemy, I could not communicate such things with you.
Wait, I just became a citizen of Blasphemy?
Yeah, when it was taken.
Okay, but like okay, we'll talk about this eventually. I just I just think like this is like something that we could have like really used to our advantage, right? And this was not communicated up until this point.
So, uh, I don't know if you know this, but I have to be in a pretty relaxed state to be able to do this.
Okay.
So,
Well,
like, when I'm kicking and screaming in the back of a coffin as I literally am fracturing away until I am nothing and dead, I'm not really
that's not
capable.
what I was talking about at all. I was talking about like I don't know when we went to the country club, or I don't know like with the like
Oh,
I'm
I
just
assumed you would talk to me if you needed me then.
well, I can't just like
Yeah, you can.
wait. I can.
Yeah, put your fingers up there. Now, picture me in your mind
Okay,
and
well, I'm
fuck right
picturing
off.
you.
And he walks away and Fumbles comes through and he's carrying a flaming pine cone. And Monsieur Mortier grabs it and whips it back into Zarmos' hand, just flings it over his shoulder and goes up in the elevator.
Oh, thank you.
All right, offer him the point can. I can't see him.
And you hear Monsieur Mortier and he goes, okay, now you can probably just put that in the mirror, but also, yeah, just think of me in your mind and express your thoughts very clearly and try not to let them drift to, oh dear God, I see you having sex with your ex. That is terrible. Don't do that to me.
What? What? Excuse me.
No, you let your mind drift, and I saw you having sex
I
with
did
your
not
ex.
let my mind drift. I am very focused on what you're saying. I think you're invading my mind.
Look, all I am saying is that
Those
when you
feelings
start
are
to try
so
to
buried
express your
deep.
thoughts, I started seeing a whole bunch of brains and tentacles.
There are many
Zermos
times I've had
sl-
situations where there are brains and tentacle. Okay, it's not always a sexual thing.
Zermos is standing there in front of the mirror, just listening to Revenant's one-sided conversation. Like,
No, Revenant has
what
his
the fuck
Revenant
is
has his
wrong with
finger to his
you?
temple, and you can't hear this. He's just
Exactly.
like shouting in his head.
That's what I'm saying. So you're just like, it's like,
There is like,
Are you quite finished?
oh, hold on,
Jeez.
Morty is being a fucking dickhead.
All right. Just hang. Yeah, no, just turn it off for the day. Turn it off. You need to take a break. Mental health is important.
Okay, well, I was about to pop a blood vessel anyways.
so Zermos takes the flaming pine cone and tries to put it into the mirror.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
I was about to say explosion goes off. 9.
Doesn't work.
Can I try?
Go ahead and try.
Here, take this.
Have my socks been laundered for the day?
Yes, they have.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration because that was the 6. That was a nat 1, so we're gonna go with the 6.
We suck.
Fumbles walks in and
Fumbles,
he
try putting this in the mirror.
pats you both on the shoulders and he takes it from you. And he kneels and he lifts it up towards it like he is presenting something to a king.
Oh, see, his form is much better than ours.
And
it's just like
many, many, many porcelain hands reach out from the mirror.
See?
oh
The
oh oh
room
oh oh.
goes
See? It's doing
black,
it. It's doing it.
and the three of you are pulled into the mirror.
No. I warned you of this. Creepy.
And you are in a forest. It is dark, it is black. The night sky spreads itself out before you. There is a large mud-walled kiln, and there exists a room in there that you can't see. It has been bricked off and sealed with mud at the corners. And the Silent Peters are placing every bit of fuel they can into the bottom of it, where a breezeway exists that would direct the flames upward.
What are the flames flaming? Like, what are they heating up? Oven?
They are so heated and banked that the clay they are heating up is glowing red.
Revenant,
Yeah.
are we dead?
No, I think we're witnessing Silent Peter like literally bake himself a new face.
You go first.
And one of the Silent Peters looks at you and does the little finger thing and then goes
New body, maybe.
and nods at that.
All right. We brought a pine cone.
Will this help?
And it takes the pine cone and puts it in your hands and gestures towards the fire.
right.
Revenant sets it.
And it shakes its hand at you and it points to Zermos.
Let me have that.
And he's gonna walk over and bloop, pop it in there.
All right. The flames glow blue.
Oh, I broke it. I broke it.
And you see that there are sections of fire divided off now. There is a blue section of the fire, a black and white section of the fire, and a purple, more reminiscent of the hue of the bristlecone grandfather's pine cones. And the Silent Peters hand you both axes, and they point to the woods as all the other Silent Peters are going off into the woods.
Okay.
And they are chopping down trees.
Can I let me see if I have it. I think I have a spell for this. I have a spell for this. I've been waiting a long time and eating a lot of pine cone shit because I want to
Can
cast
Revenant throw the
plant growth.
ads at a tree?
Adzes were originally created for chopping down trees. So yeah.
Revenant's gonna throw the ads at a tree, and then he's gonna take the axe Silent Peter gave to him, and then
Lightning strikes the ads, and you see the grim-bound spirit hold it up and look around and look ready to go to town on whatever you point at.
trees, mate.
And you see its shoulders slump a little bit and it looks at you like, really? Really?
Okay, think of it this way: you work for the Silverbone Grim,
And
right?
it just goes, "Ugh." It just waves its hand dismissively at you and just starts going to town on the tree.
Okay,
I want to
thank you.
I want to cast plant growth to make the logs bigger, you know what I mean?
Okay. Read the description of plant growth for me.
I will do that for you today. This spell channels vitality into plants within a specific area. There are two possible uses for the spell, granting either immediate or long-term benefits. If you cast a spell using one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants within a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. That's the part I'm after. So I want to
Okay.
make I want to like like the one little thicket, the guy can like stay there. Like I'm gonna make the tree bigger to give him more to cut.
It gets huge and stretches up to the sky.
This
And
should make it easier.
you see a giant figure at what looks to be almost a spyglass kind of jump back away from the lens and then put itself up there. You can make it just barely off in the distance, almost like it's a cloud beyond the edge of the world.
Oh. And now that I'm thinking about it out loud, using plant growth, I want to make like one tree get super, super huge, but then kind of start thinning itself out so that he has to do just one cut and then take that whole thing and throw it in there. Like I'm
Nice.
thinking like sausage factory
Okay. Okay.
with the casing or whatever.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, we give him wood and stuff.
And Fumbles rolls up the sleeves of his great big coat and starts going to town on a tree.
He's got some guts berserker sword, just felling 10 trees in a slice.
It's a lot.
Claymore.
Can Revenant cast spiritual weapon on a tree?
What would that do?
It would just chop down another tree.
Okay, so you have another weapon going that'll be cutting down
Yeah.
trees for you. Yeah, you can cast spiritual weapon and it can attack trees and cut them down.
All right. Revenant like summons a spiritual axe in his hand and throws at a tree, and it starts like doing a rhythmic chopping motion at the tree. And so like Revenant's got 3 weapons at the same time chopping trees. He's got himself, the Silverbone Grim, and the spiritual weapon.
And as you start finding your rhythm with the axe strokes, you start to hear music and you see that the Silent Peters are banging on drums and shaking what are those long shakers, the tubes
Rain
of
stick.
bamboo. Let's go with rain sticks, yeah, that are filled with sand and shaking
Mhm.
them in tune, giving you a beat to work to.
I can get jiggy with this shit.
Mhm.
Anyone
All
need
right.
pine nuts? Pine nuts, anyone?
Ed Fumbles looks at you and goes,
No? All right.
shakes his neck,
I figured I'd ask.
and because of your great insight into things, you can tell what he means is undead clay gods.
To be polite.
Okay, one of the Silent Peters takes a pine nut from you
Oh, there we go. One taker.
and he puts it in the fire.
Thank you very much.
He pulls the fucking what's his face, the Ron dude, for the bacon. Another, please. Throws it in the garbage.
All right, and this continues, and you see clouds start to form, and the Silent Peters stop after all this is done. You feel like you've been working for days. And the rains start to pour down, and there is water hissing and evaporating as soon as it hits the kiln. And it takes hours for it to cool down. But when it does, the Silent Peters go to the door and using the back of the axes, they chip away at the partially cured clay exterior and throw down the bricks. And out of the kiln, you see a figure take a step out. And that is where we're going to leave off.